Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. You know, let me tell you, I have started seeing how people really, some individuals are running kitty taka. They thought it was going to be a very, very easy thing that they can be playing around and messing up with, people. And they thought we are not going to come out very, very strongly to look very, very keenly on what they have been doing in the streets. In today's video, we are going to have very, very interesting discussion. And this discussion is actually about still this Polycarp Wafula Tembo. Please, if it's your first time to be in this platform, please subscribe, like the video, comment, and please always come back to watch more of my videos. I really appreciate your big support to this platform and also to our new subscribers in this platform. Thank you, and thank you a million times for joining this platform, and let's continue with this video as it comes. This individual who calls himself Polycarp, he is now running kitty taka. Yesterday, I was trying to make a research about this individual. I went to Facebook. I type Polycarp Wafula Tembo. The picture appeared. The picture that the travel commando was showing up, it came. I took a screenshot. Now, I received a phone call and I went to talk on the phone. Just like 5 minutes. I came back, I tried searching for the same name. It was nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen on Facebook. Let me tell you, I went to TikTok thinking that I was going to get this man there. The man was nowhere to be seen. Let me tell you, if he used to be saying he's a very, very strong man, things are not turning well for him. Things are not actually turning well for him. He has started running like never before. And I can assure you with the videos people are releasing, that man is having diarrhea. Polycarp Wafula Tembo. And if you go and try to search him on Google, you will get a very, very different story. This is a professional scammer. And also, on his Facebook, he has been pretending that he sells cars and also does hiring cars to those ones who want to hire cars. You can imagine the number of people that this individual has been in position to scam for a very, very long period of time. Because in his Facebook account, he actually had a lot of followers. I think around, was it even coming to 6,000? 6,000 followers on Facebook. Something like that. That account, if you go and check on it, it is no longer existing. And when I actually check, the first time when I was checking, and it was still there in existence, I saw people had gone there to attack him, that you're a scammer, you scammed the travel commando, you did probably had not yet checked. And when he checked, oh, by the time I was checking his platform, he was actually deleting things in his platform. So, Polycarp, Wafula Tembo. If you check it on Facebook, me have checked. I recheck. I'm not seeing it coming. You will see other people who are having also Polycarp something, Polycarp, but his real name, Polycarp Wafula Tembo, it's no longer there. That shows you that the pressure is boiling. The pressure is boiling. We are not going to rest until this scammer, you are going to have terrible headache. And I can assure you, if he happens to be watching some of these videos, he is not going to forget this for the rest of his life. Me, my intention, I wanted actually to get his picture and those ones whom he has been sharing, the friends, his mutual friends. I wanted actually to make a video and airing their names one by one and telling them that this person who is your mutual friend is actually a scammer. That was my intention. But I thought I was going to have time to peruse through, to check very, very keenly. But the scammer became so wise and put down everything. But nevertheless, we are here and we are going to spread the message like never before. You look for us, we come for you. That is our motto. And we are not going to divert from that. We did not tell you to come out to scam individual. We have not. We have not. And I want to make it very, very clear that your days, the 40 days, I think they have elapsed. And in today's video, I bring you very, very interesting story of this Bugoma woman who is actually a participant in scamming people. I'll be in position to share with you a clip that will be coming very, very shortly. Let me tell you, these people who have been organizing, who have been scamming the travel commando, these individuals are very, very organized. And this is a chain that now need to be broken forever. You can imagine these people, they had got a very, very easy target. Ankomo. They had got Ankomo as an easy target to be using, manipulating him to actually support the wrongdoing. But now, since these issues have been exposed outside there to the public to see, I really don't think they are going to be in position to do this again. I really don't think. Because the easiest way that they had got to really scam people was to send money directly to Ankomo and the money resent to them. But now, since all has been exposed, I really don't think they are going to deceive people again. Now, I have seen individuals from the so-called negative reactors who are actually coming out and saying that Ankomo is a participant in this scamming process. Ankomo was being used, and the good thing about all this is that when they wanted to prove whether Ankomo actually sent that money to this Polycarp, The evidence was very, very clear. If this evidence was not there, then that is where the problem was going to come. So for these individuals to come out and say, Uncle Mo is a participant in all this process, they're just trying to frame Uncle Mo for their own personal benefit so that they can actually get a lot of views. But the truth is, individuals have been exposed there who are actually participants in this scamming process. As I've already told you, that in the clip I'm going to play, this woman from Bugoma is actually a participant in the scamming process. Let me tell you, because before Polycarp going to the village, the first person who have been talking to Uncle Mo was actually the Bugoma woman. We are going to be listening to that. The person who have been talking to Uncle Mo for some good time is actually Bugoma woman. So there is no way Bugoma woman is going to distance herself from this scamming issue. She is a participant and she has been in position to obtain all details from Uncle Mo. This Bugoma woman is very, very smart. And this Bugoma woman, there are higher chances that she is actually working with Polycarp. And Polycarp must be the husband, because this Bugoma woman has been trying to fight the travel command for the longest time ever. Longest time. And the people who have been calling actually the travel commander that scammer, is actually this Bugoma woman. You see, a teacher goes to class and teaches what he or she knows better. So there is no way Bugoma woman can come out and talk about scamming when other people were not talking about scamming. And she's the one who used to talk about all this. Scamming, the travel command is a scammer. She is the real scammer. But she has been trying to play very smoothly. And you see, when your 40 days elapses, you cannot hide. And that is exactly what has happened. So this Polycarp man, Polycarp Wafula Tembo, has been a smooth operator with Bugoma woman. And Bugoma woman is trying to pretend a lot and saying that people are actually starting to accuse her that she knows this guy, Wafula, who is a scammer, who is actually coming from Bugoma. And Bugoma is where the Bugoma woman comes from. At the same time, is where the fake Jesus comes from. What do we learn from these people from Bugoma woman? From these people of Bugoma? It has now come to my notice that actually a lot of individuals who are in platforms, who are from Bugoma, most of them does wrong things. Very, very wrong things. It is in their DNA to scam and to do wrong things. I have been asking myself for a very, very long period of time that why is it that this Bugoma woman is too much on the family of the travel command? In the video of this Bugoma woman, she has come out and she's saying she's very much aware and she's sure that the travel commando has her contact. The question is, why do you think the travel commando has your contact? What does he need from you, Bugoma woman? Is there something that the travel commando needs from you? Or you are the one who have probably tried to tell Uncle Mo to give the travel commando your contact? Because in the video in the clip that I'm going to play, This Bugoma woman has come out very, very clearly, and she was saying that she has been in communication with Uncle Mo for a very, very long period of time. And also she is very sure that the travel commando has her contact. Let's first watch this clip, and then when I come back, we shall continue from there. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Let's watch this clip, then let me come back.
Reached me out. Carol, you are in Kenya. You are in Kenya. Kindly get these things for Uncle Mo. I could call Uncle Mo myself, me, Carol. Hey, Uncle Mo, how are you doing? Oh, I am doing good. He'll be, jumping with his phone because he was talking to me, Carol. Those days when I had 3,000 subscribers, I used to be Carol on the streets. Hey, let me age gracefully, guys. Allow me to age gracefully. I could call Uncle Mo on my phone. He could jump and jump and jump. And I could tell him, Uncle Mo, these
Actually,
subscribers from
when you
UK,
watch
from
that clip,
US,
if you
from
listen to
Canada,
that clip properly,
they've reached out to me. And I have
this
a
Bugoma woman
package for
has
you.
made it very, very clear that she has the contact of Uncle Mo. You have heard from her very, very clearly. So you see, when somebody wants to do something wrong to you, he will first want to be very, very closer to you. And that is exactly what this so-called Bugoma woman has been doing for a very, very long time. I have been asking myself, why is it that this Bugoma woman is actually very much interested in things that is happening in this family? I didn't know that this woman has actually been in position to penetrate this home. Whatever probably has been happening in this family, this Bugoma woman has access to information, and now all that has been known, and she's the one who have come out to actually speak it out. Now, from her discussion, she was saying she fell out with Uncle Mo some good or 1 year back, but she still has the contact of Uncle Mo. The truth is, a person who will always do wrong to you will always want to use people very, very close to you. And this Bugoma woman probably has access. She has been in position to access more information about the travel commando. And that's the reason why these individuals have been trying to use Uncle Mo, and of which they have been in position to use him for a very, very short period of time. But let me tell you, there is a way God does things. This was being to be exposed. It has been exposed very, very fast. If this issue had stayed for like 1 week, let me tell you, these individuals are going to obtain a lot of money in scamming these people. God is not asleep, and our God is alive. Now, a lot has been happening. A lot. Wafula, Tembo, Polycarp is the worst scammer of the year and probably for century. This individual is very, very smooth when he's doing his things. The way you see Bugoma woman is very, very slippery. The character of Polycarp Wafula Tembo is actually not different from the behavior, the conduct of Bugoma woman. They have the same character. When the Bugoma woman was able to obtain money for medication to assist Castor. She played it very, very smoothly. And up to now, we don't know where that money went. She ate the money and tried to silence people from talking about it. She's very, very smart in doing her things. So this Bugoma woman, this is not the first time for her actually to participate in scamming people. This is not the first time. This Wafula has come out as a pillar in actually finishing what Bugoma woman has been doing. And he has also fallen into a trap. Now his name is outside there for the public to see. Her picture is circulating. And Bugoma woman is trying to protect herself, saying that actually she does not know Polycarp Wafula Temple. It's a very, very big lie. These people know themselves. And as I made very, very clear in the previous video yesterday, this must be the husband to Bugoma woman. Because the conduct, the behavior, the character is the same. This is a lady who can finish you when you're singing. This is a lady who can play cool when he's in the eyes of the public. But very, very dangerous in doing what is called scamming. When she came out to scam the money that was being sent to Castor, she first of all made people who are contributing, people who are trying to lobby for Castor's money, for treatment, he made them first of all look bad. That is what she did. Step number 1. Step number 2, she made it very, very clear that actually she's the right person to be handling the finances to support Castor. And when money was sent to her, she kept quiet like never before. And none of the negative reactors came out to echo it out. And all that money vanished. Up to tomorrow, we don't know the accountability of money that Bugoma woman collected for Castor. I can assure you up to today and up to tomorrow, there will be no accountability for money that was contributed for Castor. Such a person, if such a person is not a scammer, then tell me who that person is. When the travel commando and his group was trying to encourage people to donate, people donated. And when the mother to Castor refused the money, money was sent back to the owners. Let Bugoma woman tell us how she was able to send money back to the owners if she did not really eat the money. And we did not see any accountability from Bugoma woman. A smooth scammer. We are not going to get tired of exposing this stupid mentality of people actually scamming people for their hard-earned money. It is not right. And we are going to continuously talk about this kind of things until this behavior stops. I have seen the small boy like a stick trying to come out to make wrong statements. I really wonder why some individuals rushes to make videos even when they have not understood what is actually happening. You see, this small boy like a stick has a mentality that whenever the travel commando release is having probably a live stream, immediately the one of the travel commando stops. It starts from there without even sitting down, analyzing what is actually happening and what is the travel commando talking about. You will find this small boy like a stick rushing because he wants to be the first person to make views. I really wonder why individuals about the so-called negative reactors, why they're actually so desperate, very much desperate in making money for themselves. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch more of my videos. Let me tell you, a lot is happening and a lot is actually being sorted out. God is fighting this battle for the family of the travel command. When we are actually opening our eyes, and I would really want to appreciate a lot of you outside there who actually prays for this family each and every day, including praying for some of us. We really, really appreciate. You are playing a very, very big role, because actually now we see how God is fighting the battle of this family. Individuals who have tried to tarnish the name of this family, they have actually failed several times. But they are not learning the lessons. They are not learning. And I'm still seeing them trying to fight. They're trying to bring issues. They're trying to relate them with a lot of these things. Let me tell you, time has come and a lot of individuals, their eyes are actually now getting open. If the travel commando has not put this on camera, as I've seen some of the so-called negative reactors, actually some of them are saying, why did the travel commando put this on camera? They wanted this to be happening in secret. Can you imagine? And if the travel commando had put this in secret and they learn on this information, they were actually going to come out and start accusing the travel command. It is now opened my eyes that some of these individuals who are actually talking like this, probably they are the participant in this coming process. Because how can you come out and say, why did the travel commando put this on camera? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that somebody is coming out condemning the travel commando for putting this on camera? Why should you? Really? That why did the travel commando record this on camera? Eh? So according to this so-called negative reactor, the travel commando did wrong to record this, a scammer, on camera. Can you imagine? You know, sometimes I wonder whether some of these people really think. Do some of these individuals really think? Do they have brains? You know, that the travel commando did bad to put this on camera. You know, there are really some things that are really laughable. So they wanted this individual, the scammer, to be protected. You know, if you are wrong in the community, if you are doing wrong things in the community, you need to be exposed. You can see now the category of these so-called negative reactors. They want the scammer to be protected. Actually, tomorrow, I'll be releasing one video, one clip, exposing this so-called negative reactor, who is actually protecting a scammer, that the travel commando did so bad to expose this man. What if something wrong happened to him? Really? Really? You are coming out to protect a wrong man, that the travel commando did bad to expose him out. I have a feeling this individual knew exactly what is happening and probably has been sharing the money. probably has been sharing this money. Can you imagine coming out to protect a scammer and you're saying the travel commando should have not put this on camera? Really? Really? I expected the so-called the negative reactors to come out very, very strongly to condemn this. But instead, they're trying to make the travel commando look bad for exposing their own in scamming people. These individuals will always look for all possible ways to make the travel commando actually look bad in the face of the public. Exposing a scammer, by him doing that, is not a bad person. Some of these so-called negative reactors, I really wonder how they think. And you really see a big man walking in the communities, walking. Really? And you call yourself a leader. Very, very stupid. In the community. Sometimes I really wonder. Now, we really need to be very, very careful with the type of people we always invite amongst ourselves. We need to be very, very careful. Because actually the individuals, when you look at them, you may think they are normal. But yet actually, they are not normal. I have been asking myself a lot of questions. Why the so-called the fisherman behave the way he behaves? This is the man who goes to the travel commando's gate and speak a lot of funny things. I have been asking myself, how comes this man wants to behave like he does not fear? How comes? How comes this man is trolling this family day and night? I've been asking myself. I didn't know the so-called the fisherman has supernatural powers. Supernatural powers. You remember, there was an old woman the fisherman was helping. Actually, the fisherman helped that old woman for like around maybe 3 weeks. He could meet that old woman on the way and give her eggs. Give her eggs. And I've been asking myself, why is it that the fisherman buys eggs? Why is it that the fisherman buy eggs? The first time when the fisherman started helping the community people, the needy people in the community, he was buying eggs, and each person was being given three eggs. I was asking myself a lot of questions. Why eggs? You want to tell me there is no other thing that you can buy and give people, and you're buying eggs? So I've been trying to make research about eggs. I even went to Google. I went to YouTube. Let me tell you, you will be very, very shocked that people use eggs for doing wrong things. You go to Google, go and make search, just put eggs. What do people use eggs for? If you put on Google, you search on Google, or even if you go to YouTube, you will be too surprised. So when this young man decided to choose eggs, he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. Let me tell you, the first old woman the fisherman helped in the village, the first old woman in that community that the fisherman helped, that old woman, the fisherman gave her eggs. The first day, she gave her eggs. He gave her eggs. And the next day when he went back, he went with, was it 2 eggs and a blanket? That old woman is no more as we talk. This is not a lie. These are facts. And that old woman is actually is in one of his, not even one of his videos, like 4 or 5 videos of the fisherman. I don't want to put the picture of that old woman here because I don't want to traumatize myself. Let me tell you, the truth is starting to come out. For all things, you go and buy eggs. And people have been criticizing, and people have been talking about this. Why should you go and buy eggs? And when you're giving eggs, you give 3. Go to Google and ask why people use 3 eggs. Go to Google or YouTube. 3 eggs, not 1, 3 eggs. And when the fisherman was giving these eggs, he gives 3 eggs. You will be too surprised with what you are going to see. The meaning and the use of 3 eggs. I even don't want to put it in my platform here. But let me tell you, it is terrible. Terrible. So, when the fisherman is now being accused of doing wrong things, there is actually a higher possibility that is doing something fishy. Have you ever had somebody in the village who is going outside, buys eggs, and is giving people 3 eggs? Have you ever had any other person? If somebody is going to buy eggs, will buy a tray of eggs and give it all. The fisherman, if 1 egg remains, he will not give you. He will go and look for more 2, and he will give you 3 eggs. Something is very, very fishy. And I was able to watch a video from Vidijona. There is a video from Vidijona. Vidijona went and visited a certain home. And some woman came out and said, the fisherman, when she met the fisherman actually saw how they are suffering. And he decided that he wants to help them. And this help is by force, whether you like it or not. They will help you. They will buy for you anything that you want. Mattress, a lot of these things. This woman accepted to be helped. But when this woman was helped, actually the fisherman came out that he wants to help this woman. And after, I think, buying for her some few things, she referred this woman to Fellow the boy so that Fellow the boy should not start to be helping. When these people bought for this woman mattresses, the children of this woman started falling sick. They started falling down anyhow. Children could cry anyhow. Demons started disturbing these children at night. People might try to look at the woman that maybe the woman is actually not sober in the head. But people who knew this woman from the beginning, they say this woman was okay. The woman was crying on the face of Vidijon. Very, very desperate. And she's crying with the name of the fisherman. Nobody else. People have been talking about funny things happening. If you remember very, very well, the so-called the village fake leader came out that there are actually individuals in the village that practice witchcraft, including some of the YouTubers. He refused to mention their names. Now the fisherman comes to us in the open. Somebody is accusing the fisherman. Let's first watch this clip, and then when I come back, we shall continue from there. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Let's watch this clip, then let me come back, and we continue with this video.
Kama walisaidia, waliamua kusaidia wazungu, kwa nini waniigizia nguvu za ajabu kwa faida zao? Achane na mimi.
Okay.
Waache maisha ya watoto wangu, na waomba waniache.
Waachane nao.
Waache maisha ya watoto wangu. Waache watoto wangu, na waomba usiku na mchana Felix. Waache watoto wangu.
Nani anasaidia kati ya Felix na Gintu?
Gintu aliniunganisha na Felix. Wamekuwa wakinitafuta nikihama, wananitafuta, kumbe wanajua faida yenye wananitafutia.
Okay.
Ina maana wao wanakula mshahara kupitia watoto wangu. Wameniingizia nguvu za ajabu.
Ni wasikari au nini? Akainipatia abana bakamuhira hara ukorega.
Wakakomorekodi.
Wakakomorekodi hoba.
Yoba muturi.
Na Gintu kisha kuunganisha na wale watu, yeye anajitoa.
Wale ndio wanabaki wanakusaidia.
Wale ndio wanabaki kunisaidia.
Okay.
Au wanisaidie. Unajua kuna kitu chenye unaweza ukaona msaada, alafu ukasikia nguvu inatembea na mwili mzima. Hiyo nguvu mbona mapema siku anaisikia. Nimekimbia mpaka nyumba ninaoishi, nalipia pesa yangu. Kwa nini nifanyie hivi? Kwa nini waniue niache watoto wangu wadogo? Mimi wazazi waliniacha mapema. Nimekuzwa na mama wa kambo, nimekuzwa na mama zangu. Kwa nini waniulia watoto wangu? Kwa nini waue wanangu? Kwa nini waniue mimi ninajitesekea nikitafuta msaada wa watu? Sasa inakuja nimekosa msaada hata wa kusaidiwa. Nitolewa mapepo niliovalishwa. Ile tamshi waliotamka wakidai kwamba una mtu hata ukiugua kuna mtu wa kukusaidia. Na kweli nimeugua sina mtu wa kunisaidia. Waambia waachie nafsi yangu. Waache watoto wangu. Waniache watoto wangu. Mimi nimekuzwa sina mama wala baba. Nimeteseka mwenyewe. Leo naitwa mama. Waache watoto wangu. Gintu ndamraumu Gintu. Asingekuwa Gintu hao wote wasingenijua. Asingekuwa Gintu nisingeishi maisha ninayoishi. Ambia Gintu achana na mimi.
Yes, so you have really watched that clip. Let me tell you that if it is actually true, this woman is suffering. And if the fisherman knows what he can do to actually help this woman, let him help this woman. If he knows that what he's actually doing is wrong. Because, let me give you an example. People who associate themselves with the fisherman, they'll always have a lot of problems. I don't know why. Look at Mayani. Mayani, from the time he started associating himself with the fisherman, Mayan started having a lot of problems. Look at Mogesi. Mogesi, when he started being with the so-called the fisherman, that was the beginning of problems of Mogesi. And I told Mogesi, I made a video and I told him, separate yourself from the fisherman if you want peace. You know, Mogesi was having problems after problems. He was beaten. He got an accident like twice. The shop was stolen. Mogesi was having problems after problem, full swing. And that is exactly what is happening to Mayan. When you remember, Mr. the Kukuman started associating himself with the fisherman. Kukuman started having problems on top of problems. You know? Even his wife was almost taken away from him. Now, the so-called lion started, being very, very close with the fisherman. If you remember, the so-called lion even went to the mother, to the girl, whom people were saying Mayani impregnated, a young girl. They were very, very close friends. It was not long that the fisherman and the so-called lion, they started fighting themselves. The devil does not want peace. That is what you need to understand. So the fisherman, when you see him moving everywhere, when he was at the home of the travel commando, he started causing problems. And when these people realized, they chased him. And problem after problem started following him. He associated himself with the woman, the passive woman. That woman is not settling. Up to now, even when we are talking. So there is something fishy about this guy so-called the fisherman. Something is not right. Something is actually very fishy. Why is it? Whoever is associating them, you see, he has failed to settle with his wife. Got Africa. And I can assure you that woman knows a lot about the fisherman. But only that she does not want to talk about it. And, there is somebody who bought land for Gaka Africa. Let me not hope that was the way of silencing her, not actually to talk about the fisherman. Somebody bought land for Gaka Africa. Probably that was the way of silencing that woman. Because they actually know that woman knows a lot about the fisherman, but they wanted just to cover it up. But you see, even if they were trying to cover it up, now things have come out in the open. And now we can easily see, the villagers and everybody can see in the open, that actually there is something fishy. Something is not right with the fisherman. When you see somebody swelling a lot, has no fear, he does not fear anybody, something is behind him. He has his own things. And now, it is being exposed out for the rest of the world to actually see that the man who have been giving people 3 eggs has wrong intention. Very, very wrong intention. There is no need to support a wrong person. If you are wrong, you are wrong. If you are wrong in a community, you are wrong. That is it, period. When they started going to Matiko's home, Matiko started having problems. It was the same fisherman going to Matiko's home. Everywhere this man steps, there will be chaos. There will be problems. Why? And why is it that other people, it is not actually happening? So something is not right with these so-called fishermen. Something is actually very, very fishy. And people who have eyes can actually see. When we used to talk about the fishermen, their supporters used to come out to condemn us. That we are actually trying to frame him, that he's doing wrong thing. Now you see what is happening. Can somebody actually explain what is happening to that woman? Can somebody explain that? There are individuals who probably will come out and say, maybe the woman is okay, he is mad in the head. People have come out and said that woman was okay in the head. And she decided to pick everything. And she took them to Fellow the Boy. We don't know what Fellow the Boy have done, what he has used those things for. But please, let's not bring chaos in the village. Let's not bring problems to our people. The fisherman, if you know that what you are doing is wrong, please, you save those children. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please, always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Actually, today we are going to have a live stream. Remember to put a notification bell and also share the video where you feel it's necessary. You know, thank you so much, my good people. Very, very special greeting to all of you watching me from USA, UK, Canada, and all of you watching me from the Caribbean. Not forgetting my good people here in Africa. Thank you so much. Thank you a million times. Let's meet again in the live stream. Subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform.